there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Viking Seesaw from designer Reiner Knizia. Now, a couple of things I want to state off the bat before we open this little oddly shaped game up. Some pieces of information that I'm pretty sure about. Number one is that this is coming to us from the publisher Itten Games, which is I believe a Japanese game designer, game publisher. And as such, I don't believe that this game is going to have any English rules. This is a game that actually was imported from Japan. Itten Games, the publisher, is primarily known in the States for kind of dexterity-style games. I think that the most popular one would probably be Tokyo Highway. They also recently did a Kickstarter for a game called Crash Octopus, which has gotten a little bit of attention. So they're primarily known for dexterity-style games, and this looks like another one in that. Another thing is that this is part of what they're calling the Fun Brick series, which was a series of, I believe, 5 games that are all in this, again, interestingly shaped box. I believe this is number 4 of the Fun Brick series. So it's from designer Reiner Knizia, who you may be familiar with. He's put out a number of games. 2 to 4 players, about 10 minutes. So a quick, what I know of it is a dexterity stacking type game. Let's break into the box here and see if we can get an idea of what is to be found in this uniquely shaped box. All right, so it looks like it opens from the bottom here. That's going to be my, yes. All right, here we go. So a whole lot of materials packed into this small box, which means that getting it back in might be a challenge. We'll see. I may have to refer back to this video to see how to get things back. So we've got differently shaped and different types of materials that are going to be going into this central ship. So here we've got some metal ball bearings that are relatively heavy. They have quite a bit of heft to them. We've also got some wooden components here. We've got some, I think these are supposed to be like luggage, and we've got some kind of meeples there, interestingly shaped. All right. Those back in there. Then we've got some kind of acrylic and plastic style pieces, and also these little rings, which I believe are going to be where the players are going to keep their material. So we've got some kind of yellow, golden, acrylic, translucent crystals. We've got some red, almost marble-y type items here. And then these little, somewhat stretchy rings. And so, from what I understand, players are going to be having their own little rings, and they're going to have within their rings the items that they're going to be placing onto this central ship. There are also some quite hefty metal cubes here. So let's show those. We've got some pretty hefty gold and silver metal cubes here. So those might be in there. And then you've got your ship, your seesaw, so to speak, all right? And you're going to have our flag in the middle there. So you can kind of see how this works. And I believe what you're going to be doing is placing the pieces in the boat. Maybe it's like this, like so. That would make sense. Although there's an unequal number. So maybe someone starts with one. Maybe one starts on one side, perhaps on this side. Again, we'll look at the rules, which I likely will not be able to kind of interpret because I believe they'll be in Japanese, but that's all right. Here we go. So you'll be placing things on the boat, and as soon as you tip it to the other side, I think what you have to do is then take one of the pieces, I'm not sure from which side, and then players are going to be placing them back and forth. And I think you want to be the first person to get all of your items on the boat. You also are able to stack items on top of each other, and I'm sure there are rules for what happens if you try to stack something and it falls off like that. So here is our rule book. And yes, as I anticipated, it is in Japanese. All right, so hopefully we can get a translation of this. But looks like a relatively simple rule set, as you might expect. And yeah, it looks like that was the correct setup, where you have the 6 items there and then 1 on the side that is tipped down. And the rules as you're placing things. And then I think this is just that's just a catalog. All right, well, a very interesting game from a very acclaimed designer. That is Viking Seesaw. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.